Okay, let's talk about the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid is probably just getting older. He's 27. He's probably going to become 28, and he just got back from his prime year, 25 to 26. He's probably exhausted from it, and I think he's just going to take it out. There's two directions he either goes in. He either goes as Matthew Tkachuk and actually plays good this season, which we're not seeing so far, or he goes in the Huberdeau direction, where he's good for the Florida Panthers, and yeah, he's good for the Florida Panthers, but he's not good for the Calgary Flames. And that's kind of what happened. He was 30 when he got onto the Calgary Flames. Connor McDavid's 27. He just got back from early training on the Edmonton Oilers. I think it's going to take him till either the end of November or the beginning of December to get back onto his feet and go.
And at the end of the toilet bowl between the Sharks and Oilers, in which the Oilers lost, it somewhat appeared as though head coach Woodcroft said that might be it for me, huh? And I can't say for sure that's what he did say here, but there was some speculation going around. And the end may very well be near. While I personally do not think canning Woodcroft would solve this team's issues, you also can't argue with the fact that they are 2-9-1. Regardless of where you stand on that, though, if you asked Oilers reporter Mark Spector, that's certainly his answer. Post that San Jose loss, Spector went in hard at Woodcroft in an article titled "The Oilers Are Broken and Immediate Changes Need to Be Made," where he called for Woodcroft's head in the opening line, stating, "It's likely over for Jay Woodcroft, the whip-smart head coach who simply has run out of answers for his Edmonton Oilers." He continued, "With only the faint hope of a wild card berth as their fading goal, if general manager Ken Holland still believes his team has a playoff prayer, he will fire Woodcroft on Friday in Seattle." Before ending it with, if he still has even a glimmer of hope, he needs a new head coach. The Oilers need answers, and the coach is still asking questions. It's a shame, but it's a reality. So pretty tough words from Spector there. Now, remember, we're 12 games into an 82-game season here. And so Friday came and went, and today, Saturday, Woodcroft remains. So in what was the pregame interview ahead of tonight's matchup against Seattle, which had Spector in attendance, Woodcroft made sure to fire back at him in pretty spectacular fashion. It all started with another reporter asking about how much he talks with players about the fact that they're still early in the season and just to stay positive.
A playoff position, it's weird to talk about that in November. So how much do you actually talk about it? I think you want to highlight that because as much as doom and gloom comes from outside sources, you have to have a big picture perspective.
So clearly, pointing towards Spector, he refers to him as doom and gloom, and also made sure to let him know that he's been here before.
5 playoff rounds, over 100 wins in the last 2 years, been in this position before.
But it was when Spector responded that this happened.
Actually, I'm pleased.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't read your stuff.
That's a pretty witty response from Jay there. And Spector is, he's got a reputation. So I think if this is the end for Jay Woodcroft, it probably had to feel pretty good to clap back at Spector here a bit. He also seemed to throw a bit of a jab on the very next question as well.
How does a coach sort of do the temperature of the room just to see how guys are doing and how they're feeling? Yeah, I think that's important. I like where you're coming from with that question, though, because you're talking about being empathetic to human beings going through something, and certainly that's an important quality to have.
So, yeah, I'm sure many Oilers fans probably appreciated this, but this video is likely to come out just as the Seattle game starts, so I guess we'll see where we stand at the end of that game, maybe tomorrow or early next week. But that's it for this one. Let me know your thoughts down below on what you think the Oilers need to do. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.